everybody, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of Between the Cons. My name is Kris, and with me today, I've got Mr. Naughty List.
Ahoy!
The Ginger Giant. Kris Too.
Pew, pew, pew.
Disappointment. And MF Dane.
Hey! Oh, God.
Hey.
I think you just coughed.
Hey.
Fat
Albert.
Batman and Fat Albert.
Bat Albert.
Fat Albert.
Oh. But anyways, we are here today. We've got a roundtable for you. We're going to be talking about the Lego Batman movie, which came out this weekend. So really quick before we get into that, shout out to everybody that's hit us up on the internet this week. You guys are coming in strong. We're posting a ton for you. You're posting a ton back. We love that.
Yay.
And then everyone that's left a review on the iTunes store, thank you for doing that as well. If you haven't done that, make sure you do that so we can have that. We can have it.
I can have it.
But yeah, Lego Batman movie came out. So I guess it's roundtable time. Let's just do this.
Let's do it.
Chewie, we're home. Live long and prosper.
We don't need roads.
We'd like to shoot the monster. Could you move, please?
So really quick, around the table, Lego Batman movie. Oh, I guess I always forget that I do the synopsis. So the synopsis for the Batman movie. The Lego Batman movie.
It's basically just Batman.
Yeah.
All of them.
In the irreverent spirit of fun that made the Lego movie a worldwide phenomenon, the self-described leading man of that ensemble, Lego Batman, stars in his own big screen adventure, the Lego Batman movie. But there are big changes brewing in Gotham, and if he wants to save the city from the Joker's hostile takeover, Batman may have to drop the lone vigilante thing, try to work with others, and maybe, just maybe, learn to lighten up. That's silly.
Good luck.
But Lego Batman movie starred Will Arnett as Batman Bruce Wayne, Zach Galifianakis as the Joker, Michael Cera, Rosario Dawson, Mariah Carey, like 1,000 other people.
Michael Cera was not starring as Rosario Dawson, though.
Right.
No, those were commas.
He was
later.
Robin.
Those were just more commas. But right now, at the time of recording, the tomatometer, excuse me, on Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter is tomatometer, has it at a 91 with a 7.5 average rating from the critics, and then an 89% audience score, while on IMDb, it's coming in at 7.9 out of 10 stars, which seems more accurate based on that. 75% or 75 is the Metascore as well from Metacritic. So not doing too shabby.
Nope.
I know I really enjoyed it. We all really enjoyed it. We were talking about it before we actually started recording.
And giggling.
A lot. Like schoolgirls. But it sounded like torture more than anything.
Like tickle torture.
But really quick, before we get into the hairy details of the Lego Batman movie, let's run around the circle really quick. What do you guys rate it out of 10, Mr. Naughty List?
I give it a 9.
9 out of 10 out of Mr. Naughty List. Ginger Giant.
9 as well.
9.
9.
Kris Too.
Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
An 8. It was DC. You don't want to go higher than 8? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I thought it doesn't
Back
get an
off.
8 just by default.
MF Dane.
Well, that's gonna be a solid 9 for me there, Bob.
Solid 9 for me there, Bob. I'm also going to give it a 9. I thought it was great.
Yes.
So Kris is the
The
lowest.
statistical anomaly.
Yeah, the lowest one on the list. But
Kris, you can suck it.
we do have a really cool 8.8 average rating from Between the Cons on that overall.
Look at that Excel math.
Excel math for the win. No, I my wife Michael Ann went through and listened to all the old episodes, so now we know exactly what we've rated every movie so far. And wait,
This is our highest.
this is the highest rated movie on Between the Cons
Even
to
more-
date.
Higher than Rogue One.
Hey,
Yeah,
of
Rogue
course.
One.
Didn't I say before it's probably gonna be the highest one we rate?
Yeah, you did. Rogue One is the second highest at an 8.7. And then Captain America Civil War with an 8.3.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, Doctor Strange, 8.47. All of this is irrelevant. But Lego Batman movie, 8.8, highest rated movie out of the Between the Cons folks. So, I think it's time to talk about why we rate it so high and why we didn't rate it higher in Hate It and Love It. Love It and Hate It. Mr. Naughty List, what you got?
So now is the time. If you have not seen the movie and you do not want it spoiled, stop here.
So the thing that I love the most, and I think this is going to be a continuing shtick for all the Lego movies, is when the Legos become aware of the fact that they're Legos. So for example, when they're trying to pull Gotham City back together and they're creating a chain with their feet and their heads.
Yes.
And then the Earth just clicks back together. It just click.
I've been holding a pen this whole time just to do that.
Waiting.
I'm putting it down.
I laughed so hard, and I don't think any of the children,
so good.
any of the kids in the audience got
No.
it. But I just
No.
guffawed. That's the word I wanted to
That's a
use.
good one.
It was a belly laugh for sure.
There's MF Dane's
Yeah.
guffaw for you.
It sounded like Santa Claus.
Spot on impression.
It's Black Santa.
Mr. Deke from the damn Doug Show. Come on.
And my hate it was, I feel like they were like really hit and miss with the villains in the nowhere zone. What do they call it? The nega zone.
The Phantom
Phantom
Zone?
Phantom zone. I knew it was the something zone.
Because it was Phantom's own.
Own, the cleaning. Yeah.
Laundry service.
Yeah, so the fans, so like the Daleks and
Yeah.
Mr. Smith and Voldemort were spot on. I felt like the skeletons and the Wicked Witch of the West I could have done without.
I really like the Wicked Witch of the West just because of the flying monkeys. Like, added that.
The flying monkeys.
Well,
were
it
funny.
added that aspect of, like, invasion.
Yeah.
So, and, like, without that, like, it would have just been, like, a bunch, like a Suicide Squad. Like,
Yeah.
just a posse of bad dudes.
And I was in on this with Cole for sure until I just remembered the Gremlins. And
That was
my gosh,
hilarious.
Yes.
was
Yes.
hilarious.
And you
On
can
top
call
of
him
the-
by his name.
On top of the plane.
yes.
When,
When the
when they're
water-
water and they
And it was
multiply.
raining and they were multiplying. That was hilarious.
I think a really good, like, subtle joke.
Yeah.
That
And
none of us
D-track.
got.
That's that
totally,
deep track.
totally in passing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was my love and hate it.
Ginger Giant, what you got?
There's so much to love about this movie. My love it was Bane. I thought
Bane.
I thought
You have to talk the rest of the time. Just like this.
Benson did a phenomenal job. Like, he even referred to himself in third person. He was like, "This pleases Bane," or something. And he didn't have that many lines. He maybe had like a half dozen lines. But he was one of the more interactive villains that was running around with the Joker. There weren't a whole lot that had a whole lot of lines. I thought he was pretty funny. My hate it was they started the movie off and then they ended the movie with the breaking of the third wall of Batman.
Fourth wall.
Fourth wall.
Fourth wall.
Third wall.
That's off to the side. Can't talk to the left.
Put that down. That's right. Fourth wall with the
Just tore the set down. That's all that happened.
This isn't a movie. This, with the comments about like, this is ominous music intended to intimidate audiences and
Yeah.
make studio executive like,
Make
it
kids scared.
Yeah, it would have been funny if they had done that throughout the rest of the movie,
Right.
but they didn't do that. They
Beginning, end, no middle.
and then sort of at the end, and I was kind of, I don't know, just thrown by that element of it.
Yeah. All right, MF Dane.
My love it was the fact that it treated every single movie appearance of Batman all as one continuous story.
It was so
Everybody's just really old.
so wonderful.
just
Like
that line when Alfred's sitting and he's like, "Sir, I've seen you go through similar phases in 2016 and 2012 and 2008 and 2005 and 97, 95, 92, and that weird one in 1966. I have aged phenomenally." And I was like, I just love the fact that they did that. So then when Alfred first gets his bat costume on, he's dressed in the 1966 Batman costume.
So good.
And then like when the Joker in the beginning talking to that guy, and he's just like, it's like, you know, like you try to do with that crazy parade and all the weird Prince music. That just killed me. Like I like on the way home, I listened to the whole. Since Prince is now on Spotify, I listened to the Batman album.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. I'm not even gonna lie. It's so weird too. Just like sound clips and then Bat Dance. Like, but yeah, like
Another spot on impression.
But that was my favorite of the whole like movie, was just the fact that every time they would reference something, it was always referencing another part of Batman's history. Like the shark repellent, you can't touch that.
It doesn't actually work.
Sprays Jaws, it wasn't useless at all.
It actually worked, yeah.
And alright, but I guess if I have to say I hate it, my main hate it was, although I loved all the voice actors, I was just livid that like Ralph Fiennes voices Alfred and doesn't voice Voldemort too. Like, I mean, I like Eddie
I thought
Izzard.
it was so funny.
Yeah, I thought it was
Tongue in cheek.
so great just because Eddie Izzard as the voice of like the most harrowing wizard of all time.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
I think I would have loved it because the entire time I was like,
Dogfish.
okay, I can deal with this, but I was just like hoping that when they had the giant fight scene, Alfred was gonna say something to Voldemort. Like that's all I wanted, like the whole time.
Meta.
I just wanted to make some kind of meta joke about Voldemort
like
in this
like
scene.
how Siri was the voice of of Pooter.
Uh-huh.
Pewter.
Peter.
So good. Parental lock.
I love Jenny Slate as
Harley.
Harley.
Yeah.
She was excellent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, that
It
interrupted
just
you.
sounds just like her character from that Secret Life of Pets. I was like, yeah, and this works somehow. I don't know. All right, cool.
I can dig it. Kris Too, love it and hate it.
Love it. It's a little like what Dane was talking about. Like I loved the breadth of jokes in this movie. I loved all the little Batman jokes, but I also loved how deep cut some of these jokes were. Like I'm gonna have to go back and watch this movie 2-3 times to get everything, because I know either I was just laughing while other jokes were happening, or there's just some jokes like you just know they're referencing things, but you're too busy laughing at other things on the screen. There's tons of visual cues in this movie that are just hilarious.
Yeah, I watched an Easter egg video that was like 22 minutes long.
Oh, really?
And I was just like, oh my god.
And you know there's just going to be more. Like, people are just going to keep on little things that will pop up. Did you catch this in the background? This little stuff like that. Everything from every single possible obscure Batman villain popping up. Condiment King
Man.
and... Gosh, it was so great.
So he said it was really funny.
Might be worth a Google.
It's really funny when he said like whatever about them all being real and might be worth the Google, because they're all totally real Batman villains.
Yeah, no matter how absurd they are, and a lot of those Lego has released as collectible minifigures. You can get minifigures of a lot of those, like Eraserhead and stuff like that. But then I also loved even cross meta jokes. Like my favorite that I mentioned before the show started was late in the movie when Batman turns to Robin and calls him mi hijo, and then he says mi hijo is Spanish for son. And that the fact that it's Will Arnett saying that to Michael Cera, and that's like a deep reference to that episode in Arrested Development when they were doing the whole Hermano joke for a whole episode, and just little things like that. We were laughing the whole time, but that was the biggest laugh that my wife had. She was like keeling over laughing because she thought it was so funny. So I really loved just the breadth and the depth of the jokes in this movie, that they just did not let up. So that's my love it. My hate it kind of explains why my grade for this movie is slightly lower, because this is connected to the Lego movie, like even in the references that they had of like Gotham City being built on the plates above a bottomless abyss. And when we see the abyss, like it looks, it's the abyss from the Lego movie, like I guess the portal to the real world, whatever.
You see Emmett falling through it. when they show this. When they show it.
It's like it's really again really cool that they did that. But the Lego Movie was just such a movie that surpassed all expectations. That it elevated it from a fun, well done kids movie to a really great film. That this movie, as much as I loved it, as much as I laughed at it, as much as I'm going to watch and rewatch it, it didn't quite come to that same level. And I guess part of it is like Lego Movie already did that big reveal, and
I think it's different.
That thematic thing, so it worked. But for this one, it wouldn't work for this movie necessarily.
Yeah,
so.
well, I think it's different because like the Lego Movie is just about all things Lego, whereas this one is specific to Batman.
And it's great. Yeah, and I really loved it, and it's a really rich.
But I think the Phantom Zone, like bringing in all those Lego characters from like another
all the different franchises,
universe franchise. There we go. Would have been like the greatest thing to just like cut to a kid like dumping his box of Legos onto Gotham and then immediately cut back like. That's it. Like seriously, like a 2-3 second scene. Like cut to this kid, dumps his Legos, cuts back, and it's just like. Ah!
Yeah, because when that moment in the movie was happening and the plates were coming apart and they were holding it together, I was expecting some transcendent moment. But that's like really. If my only complaint about a movie is that it's not as good as the first one, then I really don't. It's not a real complaint.
The book was better.
The book's always better.
Had instructions and pictures. Get it? The Lego book.
Yes, we get it.
Shut up.
Yes.
Clearly, we got it very quickly.
I'm sorry.
So that's it for me. Yeah.
Well, my love it and hate it. I'm gonna do my hate it first because I'm so excited about my love it. My hate it was Commissioner Gordon was kind of like a dweeb. Like he was really lame, really weak. He was just like, I'll push the Batman button. Flip.
That's all we do.
the only thing I do.
They clearly don't watch Gotham.
Yeah, and it was like talking about bringing in the new commissioner, and it was like as long as they can flip the button, and it's Commissioner Gordon is awesome. Like he is an integral part of the entire Batman being involved in Gotham City crime thing. So that I kind of hated that. Just like, why does he suck so much? But at the same time, like somebody had to be the like dweeb for children to laugh at. So I guess whatever. My love it. We have been waiting literally my entire life from 1989 to present to see Billy D. Williams as Two-Face, and we finally kind of got it, and I'm super pumped about it. But we were watching it, and I made Kyle and I went to go see it, and I made him stay. I was like, wait, we have to watch the credits because I'm pretty sure that's Billy D. Williams, and he was like, yeah, okay. And then we got it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's totally him. That was from, like, the Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson Batman movie. Oh my gosh. Like, there was never a sequel, so we never got to see him be Harvey Dent, but he was Harvey Dent, and now he's Two-Face. This is the best!
Open the gate, baby. Like,
So Chris's favorite part was the credits. Got it.
It was.
Yeah.
It's
I
about accurate.
just loved it. I still think my
Two-Face have
favorite
a
Billy D
line?
line from that movie was
He
him
had, like,
going,
3.
the joke was mean to us.
Yeah, that was it. That was
That's about it.
the Joker was mean to us. But it was so great. I felt like that was such a nod to the fans of Batman because like people like it's Lando Calrissian. Like people have been talking about bringing Billy D in to some Batman movie at some point just to give a nod of like, hey, sorry we never got to do this. And they did it in the freaking Lego movie, which is perfect.
Of all of the movies, let's go for Lego.
Right. Well, there were like a lot of people were talking about him coming around in the standalone Batman movie with Ben Affleck. Like that's kind of like what everyone was hoping for. And I love that the Lego Batman movie kind of like beat it to the punch. It's like, oh, you guys are gonna make a nod to Billy D. Williams? Well, we actually made him Two-Face. So sorry.
We win.
It only cost one line of dialogue.
Yeah.
One line of dialogue
Come
and
in for 7 minutes.
and a black Lego hand. Like that was it.
just love that like a lot of the celebrity voices that didn't have like many lines, they were all still really funny.
Well, even a lot of the celebrity voices are really like top-notch celebrities.
Like Conan O'Brien was the Riddler.
Brian
Yeah.
as the Riddler, he's just like, I've got a riddle. What just happened?
But
Yeah,
it's
you go look at the cast list, and it's
it's insane.
stellar
They
cast list.
spent a lot of
I just
money
love
for like
Kravitz
10 minutes in
doing,
the studio.
Catwoman, and every other word she says is meow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they spent a lot of money on like individuals to get like 5 to 7 minutes in the studio. But I'll take it. It made it that much funnier. But yeah, so that's my love it and hate it. And then I think before the movie, everyone saw the Ninjago trailer.
Yes.
So
Dave Franco.
So
He's my hero.
obviously, right? Obviously, Lego has plans for the future. They're coming out with the Dave Franco led Lego Ninjago movie. Dad.
Wait, what did you say?
Dad.
What did you say?
Lloyd.
No, Lloyd.
I know what it is. I named you.
Yeah, I was there.
You ruined my life.
Actually, I
Because of
wasn't
that
there,
awkward-
so couldn't really ruin
I
it.
couldn't ruin your life. I wasn't around.
Like, there's a subtle, like, just that awkward talk for a second where he's just like, "What'd you say?" I'm saying, "What?"
What?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything.
Dad, I heard you that time.
I must have butt dialed you.
But it looks really funny. I mean,
It does.
the storyline is kind of it's like Ninja Power Rangers. Like,
Yeah.
they have Zords, they're all ninjas,
They
but
have
they're
to
like,
come together as like a five-some to go and defeat the like big organization.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. But I'm really
Jackie-
excited to see it.
Morgan Freeman.
What'd you say?
Jackie Chan's character is basically Morgan Freeman from
Oh,
Yes,
the Lego movie.
yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what he is.
That's the vibe I got, and I was like, please let him have like his weird, wacky dialogue as the Morgan Freeman's character did.
I just love that they got Jackie Chan to do it. Like, as soon as he
Yeah.
started talking, I was like, that's Jackie Chan. That's
Yes.
hilarious.
And Chris Tucker make a cameo.
I bet he will.
You!
Oh,
Bet he
Who?
will.
You!
They will.
But he will make a cameo as his character from The Fifth Element.
With the rose thing and the weird hair.
Like, he will be Lego version of that, carrying around like the golden scepter
With his
microphone.
big like poof out the forehead.
Pompadour thing.
If I could
Yeah.
get a Fifth Element like set, I would instantly get it because I would pay to have a Lego Ruby Rod.
Yes. Oh yeah. So with Ninjago coming out, I mean, obviously there's a lot of other Lego franchise collections. So I think for me personally, I think it'd be a lot of fun to see, and hear me out, Ghostbusters. Just because I feel like the movie could have done a better job, and I feel like Lego kind of has it down right now.
Yeah.
And I
They
think
know what they're about.
I think Ghostbusters would be hilarious to do that.
Especially if they could get old and new Ghostbusters.
Oh my gosh, if they could get like
Yes.
Dan Aykroyd, that would be the best. What about you guys? Lego franchises.
I would love to see, because it was kind of, for me, it was the one that was noticeably absent from this movie for obvious, probably legal reasons. But I would love to see
Star Wars.
a Marvel DC mashup Lego movie.
Like the Lego superheroes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, like Lego superheroes, and I mean, because that's something that fans would love to see, but it'll never happen in
Right.
live.
Yeah.
Because Warner
On-
Brothers
in a
is going to
live
be
film?
making the Lego movies.
Yeah. So, but they could totally. I think they could totally get the rights to do a Marvel DC just Lego superheroes mashup movie. Maybe they could even do a reference to the Amalgam universe where they take their Lego body parts and switch them around. They like meld characters together. Or
Yeah,
something.
that would be awesome.
Because they're Legos
So that-
too.
Because
Yeah.
they're Legos. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Wouldn't
what
be
I would
weird
love
at
to
all.
see is, I mean, the one reference we got in this movie was Batman's password to get in the Batcave.
Was Iron Man.
Iron Man sucks.
Yeah,
Iron
so that was the one reference we got. So I think it'd be I would love to see that, because and I think Marvel would probably be cool with it, if they got a fair cut of the money. So
Yeah, it just makes me
That-
think
that's
of
what I
like
hope for.
the Lego Dimensions games, where you can
Yeah.
get pretty much anything you can ever think of in a Lego form.
Yeah.
Like, the Lego movie was probably the closest thing we'll get to, like, Lego Dimensions game, where it's just, like, everything dumped into one. And then this one had a lot of the nerdy stuff, which I think, like, put it so far different from the original Lego movie. Because it was still really funny, but you had to be a very special kind of lame to get to get the joke.
All of the jokes.
It's like, what are these British robots? Ask your friends.
Yeah. If you got 70 or more out of these 100 jokes, you're a mega nerd.
Right.
Like
It's
there's
a
gonna be
BuzzFeed
there's
quiz,
a buzz,
yeah.
yeah, there's a BuzzFeed quiz. How many?
I'm geeking out that
Easter
whole
eggs
movie.
did you
Just
know?
sitting there, my mom was looking at me like, "You are enjoying this movie way more than the 3-year-old we brought."
Well, there was this lady that went by herself, probably like mid-late 30s.
Yep.
And she had like a large popcorn, a large drink, sitting right next, like one seat over from me, alone. And she laughed harder and longer through the whole movie than anyone else. And I was like, oh my gosh, this woman is getting every single reference. And there were even some where I was like,
podcast.
I handed her my business card. Be like, we're doing a roundtable review tomorrow. I would like for you to join. And then she stood me up. But that's okay, because I didn't actually do that. But no, it was so cool to have that. And then, anybody else? Any other things?
I think mostly based on inspiration from this movie, I think The Matrix would be really funny.
Yes.
Just taking anything really serious, like a Batman movie,
Batman.
and adding that.
I think The Matrix would be amazing.
Yeah, The Matrix
Yeah.
or Lord of
Yeah.
the Rings. Like, it was a toss-up between the two for me. But I
The
think
Lord of the Rings Lego would be great.
I think The Matrix would be hysterical.
Can we have the Hobbit movies redone as Lego?
Yes.
Oh yes. It'd be
And
much better.
in one movie.
In one movie.
Just in one movie.
Yes.
It could
The
just
whole
be a
story.
short. It could be like a 30-minute movie.
I did
And
it.
it would still work.
I would. So my favorite Lego set growing up was like a mountain castle. It was like a base. It was like a green mountain, and you built up from that and had a drawbridge.
Yeah.
And it had, I mean, everything a castle would have. So I think it'd be awesome.
Like most castles.
Like most
do.
castles.
Turrets and
So I think
walls.
murder holes.
it'd be sweet to do something kind of like A Knight's Tale.
Oh
like
my
making
god.
fun of
Yes.
like night stuff.
Or if it was like Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, but not as terrible.
There you go,
Oh,
Lego.
God.
That's what you should do next.
Dane
Dungeons and
knows. Dane knows
Exactly.
what's up.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
So I think that'd be amazing.
I like that idea. And I
That's a
actually
brilliant
wouldn't
idea.
hate to see a Dungeons and Dragons Lego movie that was actually like really fun.
Actually, you know,
Sword and Sorcery Lego movie in general would probably be fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
brilliant. Actually, when I played Dungeons and Dragons last time, we used Lego guys for our
Nice.
figures.
Oh my gosh, we should get minifigures.
Yeah.
I have
Yes.
a couple at home. Yep. They're
I
Star
wonder
Wars.
if we could order like D&D minifigure. And this is derailing quickly.
I'm all over it. I'll take care of it, guys.
Thanks.
I just
Chris.
want,
I got you.
or just we could just have between the cons minifigures.
Oh my gosh. I've been thinking. This is derailing even further. Anyway,
We need Dane's. What do you want to see?
Oh, honestly, everything that I've wanted has been said already, but I feel like one thing that I would just love to see, and it's really weird because the only reason I even think about it is because you brought up Lego Dimensions. I want a Lego Back to the Future movie.
Oh my gosh. Get all three of them in there. Get like Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Just,
Oh my
and that's only like the first half of the movie. Like they speed through the things. Like I feel like everyone already knows our story or something like that. They bring up something like, "Wow, we got through all those real fast." It's almost as if everyone just knew what was going to happen already.
It's almost like all three of these are the same.
Oh man, that would be fantastic. I love that idea.
Warner Brothers
Copyright it.
better.
Yeah,
Copyright
let's
it.
start writing letters.
Yeah.
Sending these off.
Better call us up.
Oh man, that's
Call
awesome.
your senator.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, Lego Batman movie,
Smashing hit.
nice.
Primo.
Yeah.
It's
All the
good.
love.
Yes.
But 8.8 out of
Rip.
10. 8.8 out of 10 from Between the Cons. So make sure you guys go see it. It is definitely worth the watch. It's in theaters, just released this weekend, so it'll be there for a while, I'm sure, because it's doing very, very well.
And kids watch movies multiple times.
And really quick, before we close up the show,
Correct.
our next roundtable is going to be for Logan next month. First weekend in March, or Monday in March. We'll be doing a roundtable review for Logan. And as a part of the release of Logan, we are doing a giveaway. What? So we will be
giving away something.
Today on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We have the first of 5 giveaway photos. And we'll be sharing all 5 between now and the 27th of February. And that's how long the contest is going to run. Basically, follow Between the Cons on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And repost the photo with the hashtags BTC giveaway, hashtag Logan, and hashtag Wolverine. And that will enter you in. The coolest part is we have 5 giveaway photos, which means you can enter 5 times.
Whoa.
So 5 completely separate photos, 5 completely separate entries. We'll be giving away a copy of Wolverine Old Man Logan by Mark Miller. And we'll be giving away one of the limited edition 1974 Frames of Logan postcards. So, pretty cool.
That's some sweet.
And a DVD copy of The Wolverine.
And a VHS copy of X-Men Origins Wolverine that I recorded from in the theater. No. So check out Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You'll see those things on there. Each photo is going to be numbered, so you'll know which one you've posted so far. But check that out. Keep up to date. And keep up to date at betweenthecons.com/news. That being said, if you're interested in sponsoring the show, check out Patreon, Satchel, and Amazon. That's how we get paid. And then check out our website, betweenthecons.com, where you can stream all of our episodes online, link out to all our social media, and read news, like things about the Slow King competition and the giveaway that we're doing. If you like our theme music, check out Afixa and Coyote Kisses, because that's who does our roundtable segue. And then make sure you guys tune in on Thursday, because Kris Too and I are going to be coming at you with some nerdy news.
All of it.
All of it. All of it.
All of it.
It sounded kind of like you choked. Just all of it.
Bane has news.
Bane has news.
You merely adopted the news.
We'll be bringing you the nerdy news all in
I was
character
born
voices.
in it, molded by it.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. We will talk to you on Thursday. Have a great week. Peace out.